I'm Noel with Noel's Frags, and today I want to let you all know that I have not faked my death and moved to Mexico. I'm still here, and I'm still going to make videos when I have the time. Time has become a very hot commodity for me. I started back at work. The pandemic shut down my industry, but now it's opened back up and we're back at it. So I don't really have enough time to make videos weekly or twice a week like I was doing before. I'm lucky, I think we're up to a month. Yeah, a month. It's been a month. So, sorry for that. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to play catch up, let you guys know where I've been, what's been going on, the fact that I'm not dead. And I guess I just kind of wanted to talk about layering a little bit, because that's an easy topic. I really don't have anything like super structured for this video or like planned, which is what I usually do. I usually like script things, write it all down. I'll have bullet points that I want to talk about, but I'm just kind of shooting from the hip. All right, so bear with me. Just gonna kind of talk about some layers that I do, maybe some layers that I've recently like tried out and that I think you might enjoy. So I like layering. I don't do it super often, but there are some fragrances that can go well with practically anything. And one of those is Alexandria Zion, which is essentially their take on Roja Elysium. And it just goes with anything. It's sharp and citrusy, but has woody aspects to it as well. So it plays well with others. And a layer I tried this week was Tom Ford for Men, which does not have great longevity, projection, or anything. It's just a very safe ginger, little spicy, but it's fresh. It's a fresh, clean scent. But it has a little more depth than something like Grey Vetiver. But it's fleeting. It lasts for not a very long time. But when you combine the two, because Zion lasts for eternity, and this lasts for like an hour and a half, so when you like put the two together, you get like trace amounts of there's some tobacco in here, and you can kind of pick up the tobacco and ginger far longer when you combine it with Zion. So this is a layer I did a couple of times this past month, and I enjoyed it. So I was just throwing it out there. But like Zion, I have layered with so many fragrances. You can really put it with anything because it is so versatile in that layering aspect. So another fragrance you can layer with anything. You really can just put it with anything. And I am a big Creed fanboy, but Creed Aventus layers well with so many fragrances for similar reasons to Zion. It's very fresh, it's very clean, and it has some woodiness to it. It's a very versatile fragrance that can accentuate aspects in other fragrances. So one of the first layers I ever did with this was Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait de Parfum and Aventus. And I had a bottle of the Extrait de Parfum for a while, and then I bought Dua's version, which is Casino Royale Nights, and I was like, this is close enough. Like, I really don't need to have this, $300, 70 milliliter bottle. I'll just stick with this for now. Was it 70? I think it was 70. Either way, it was a $300 bottle that I was not getting the most use out of. So I sold it and I just bought Dua's version, and I love this layer. It's a good layer. But while Aventus is up, actually, I didn't even talk about the layer. So Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait de Parfum steers clear of like that latexy smell that you get from BR 540. I smell it in the Eau de Parfum. I've smelled it in all the clones of the Eau de Parfum. And it's just this, it smells like latex to me. Like when you get right up on your skin, when you have it on you, I smell latex. And I did not get that as much with the Extrait de Parfum. It has more of the almond, And it's just this very sweet, like, pumping out, like, cloud. Like, you really have huge sillage with that. Like, it projects, like, and just, you have a scent trail wherever you go. So yeah, this layer is awesome because the Aventus, like the sharp aspects of like the pineapple and the citrus, the bergamot, it cuts through some of that sweetness and kind of provides a little bit more balance. So that's why I really enjoy it. So since I still have Aventus out, it is so versatile at layering, and for the same reason that Casino Royale Nights or Baccarat Rouge 540 X Straight, for the same reason those work, this also works. Replica by the Fireplace. So it's a very sweet and smoky fragrance. It straight up smells like roasting marshmallows by the fire. It's just very warm, inviting, sweet, and smoky. It has crazy longevity. It's very thick. It really projects. So once again, the citric and the sharpness of Aventus help to like cut that and break that up and give you like a little bit more. The thing is though, this is not a one-to-one layer. Like the Baccarat Rouge 540 X Straight de Parfum or like the Casino Royale Nights, that you can do like a one-to-one, like one spray of Aventus, one spray of the Casino Royale, or like 2 and 2, whatever it may be, a 1-to-1 ratio. This is definitely like a 3-to-1 ratio. 3 sprays of Aventus for 1 spray of this. It's very thick, it's very strong, it's very smoky. And to get the desired effect that I like, I tend to favor like the sharpness to break up all that sweet and smoke. And it kind of has a vintage Aventus vibe. There's no substituting, a 7 or 8 year bottle of Aventus. Like, it just is what it is. It was made the way it was back then, and you can't really find anything the same now. But this definitely gives you some of that smoke that used to be in vintage Aventus. So this is another great layer I highly recommend. I know I double dipped on the Creed Aventus, but it's good. It's very versatile. So just want to throw it out there again. So this is what I put on today, and it kind of came out totally by accident. At night, I often put on Tom Ford's Oud Wood. Well, this morning, I went to put on Creed Viking, and I could still kind of smell the Oud Wood on my skin from last night. So I was like, hold on, let me put a little more Oud Wood in there. And so I layered some Oud Wood on top of the Viking, and it just was awesome. Like, the richness of Oud Wood was really accentuated by the spiciness and the vibrance. You don't think about this as like a vibrant fragrance. You think about it as like spicy lavender. It's very much like a barber shop, with some rose in there. But it totally like sings when you put these two together. It just gives off an effervescence that neither of them really have. But when you put them together, it's something pretty special. I think I'm actually going to spray it on real quick. One of those. And one of those. Viking is so good. I'm going to keep holding them so I can keep just like showing them off. It's so good. It's so good. This might be, so like I'm already down to about 40 milliliters in this bottle. I have a partial flagon, and I have a backup bottle of, I love this fragrance. I of course have several bottles of Aventus. Don't hate, it's a good fragrance too. But this is one of my favorite Creed fragrances, and I wear it very often because it goes anywhere. You can do it in the winter time, it just won't project as far. You can do it in the summer and it won't be overbearing. You can do it in spring just because it works in that moderate temperature, and just inside, outside. I don't get sick of this fragrance. I'm a big fan. One of my favorites. So the woodiness, the spiciness, it makes for a great combo. Yeah, if you have these two fragrances, definitely give this layer a shot. So that's it. I just kind of wanted to touch base, say hey, talk about some layers, and maybe, you know, soon I have some other videos I was kind of wanting to do regarding, you know, like cooler weather stuff. Well, I guess since it's informal and I'm just kind of talking, I can tell you a release I'm excited about. So Ash over at Gents Scents has been working with a company. He hasn't said the company name, I don't think, yet. He's the creative director of his own line, which will be 7 fragrances. And he's just released all the videos describing each of the 7 fragrances. Each fragrance got their own video. And then today he did I don't know when this will actually publish, but the day I'm recording it, he had a master perfumer. The perfumer that did Oud Wood actually smelled all of his fragrances and kind of talked about them with Ash, and he seemed to really enjoy them, which is cool because I know Ash has worked super hard on those fragrances. And your boy is personally super pumped to try them. I'm probably going to just I don't care. I haven't bought any fragrances for a minute, so I'm going to put a little money aside because he's not releasing tomorrow. So over the next however long until he releases, I'm going to put a little money aside. And your boy's going to blind buy the whole line because that's how much support I want to give that guy. I think he's doing a great job. I think he has worked super hard, and he has awesome perfumers he's gotten to work with. And just, I trust the man's nose. Ash is a good reviewer, and I'm really hyped for his fragrances. And congrats to him because this is huge, and like I know he's worked really diligently towards this. So yeah, that was it. Just kind of a catch-up sesh. Thanks for checking it out, guys. I will try to be back. I will try to bring you more. But thanks for staying tuned.